Wait, who am I talking to?
So I'm curious to know what other people's stories in this regard might happen to be. Want to talk about the first time you ever got shit-faced, drunk, like the worst that you've ever had it. What exactly had happened? What led up to that? I have a couple of these, but I'm trying to figure out what the worst one is. And the two that immediately come to mind, they all have to do with puke, unfortunately. That's never really a good thing when it has to do with vomit. So, I think the first one that comes to mind was, we were trying to get our deposit back for the first place that we had moved into, me and a couple of my friends. I need to put this out there at the very beginning just so people know, I'm not really much of a drinker, and so, for me to get drunk doesn't take a whole lot. I come home from work as my buddies are all cleaning the house. They're drunk cleaning, They made it very clear they're cleaning while inebriated. They were all kind of keeping count of their shots, and I want to say they were probably on their 6th or 7th or 8th shot, somewhere around there. It was enough for me to catch up, but not enough to do it all in one go. They're pulling the whole, you gotta take a bunch of double shots now. You gotta take a bunch of double shots. I taken the first shot. I'm like, all right, cool. I got this. Took the second shot, double shot, I should say. I did that thing where you felt it coming up, it was bubbling in your stomach. I was still good, I still had it. On the third shot, I just geysered, took it down, and immediately every single thing came back up, everything. There's nothing left in my stomach, and it didn't do that thing where it just kind of sprays all over the place. It was one big giant and I had puked all over some buckets. So I could have puked in the buckets and saved a mess, or puked all over them because that's smart. That was my first one. It's real simple. It's just something that happened. My second one, I have a bunch of nerd friends, and when I was younger, we would drink more. We would probably, I can't say more. We would drink the girly drinks. I'm just gonna be entirely honest about it. We drink the girly drinks. We were drinking Smirnoff, and I think that was just a good basic kind of drink for all of us. We all could kind of agree on it. It wasn't too pussy, but it wasn't, beer, which I don't think any of us liked at the time. But we were drinking Smirnoff Ice. And we were playing a game of 3-Man, which is a dice game. Maybe I'll link some rules to it in the description. But we were playing 3-Man. I want to say it's probably about 5 of us, 6 of us, something like that. 5 or 6 of us. It's just, a group of friends. We were getting to the point where we were running out of beer. But we still want to play, and none of us could drive to go get more beer, or, Smirnoff. We were just well, what the fuck you got, So we started going through the cabinets. Let's just say I can't look at Black Velvet the same anymore. So we started playing 3-Man with Black Velvet. And originally it was kind of a, we're going to add this in as a rule, roll any tins or whatever, you got to drink a shot of Black Velvet. We were all taking shots of Black Velvet. All of us. I don't remember who started it. I know it wasn't me. I didn't start this. But one of my friends threw up inside of his sink. And it basically turned into a chain reaction. So one guy puked in the sink. A few minutes later, it was hitting every one of us, One of my friends also puked in the sink. I think I probably was somewhere around, I'm going to guess 3. So, number 3, maybe somewhere around the halfway mark of my friends. So I puked in the sink. It was one of those things where it felt really good to have that out of your system. None of us. There wasn't a single person that was there that night that didn't end up puking in my buddy's sink. Here's the thing though. Puke isn't liquid. It doesn't just evaporate. It's everyone's stomach bile. It's everything that we have been eating in the sink. And I mean this in the nicest way. If my buddy's listening, I love you. I'm really glad I didn't have to clean that up. It was one of those, we all did it. It it's just a shit sandwich my buddy had to eat. It kind of sucks, but, you know, it was his sink. He kind of had to deal with it, which is just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. So, my question to anyone that's listening or watching this, what is your ultimate drinking story? What is like the most disgusting, crappy, amazing thing that happened to you after a night of drinking?